In Gaza, the war enters its deadliest stage. A city in ruins, 1 million lives in flight. Israel expands its assault, pushes civilians toward a single humanitarian corridor. Inside war rooms, rejected ceasefire deals by Netanyahu himself deepen the crisis. And in Washington, America warns, the next move could turn brutal and nasty. Israel has expanded its military operations in Gaza City, urging residents to leave the famine-stricken area and move south to a newly declared humanitarian zone. The army says the safe zone is located in Al-Mawasi, near Khan Yunis, and will include field hospitals, water pipelines, and food supplies. The announcement follows a series of airstrikes, including the destruction of a high-rise building in Gaza City that Israel says Hamas used for intelligence gathering and surveillance. Military officials claim operatives had set up observation posts and planted explosive devices nearby, as well as maintained underground infrastructure to direct attacks. The Israeli army emphasized that evacuation warnings and precision munitions were used in an effort to limit civilian casualties. Residents of Gaza City, home to nearly 1 million people, have been told to evacuate through Al-Rashid Street, which the military described as a humanitarian route. Israel said vehicles will be permitted to travel without inspection to speed up departures. Israeli military spokesperson for Arab media, Avichai Adrai, said,
"To the residents of Gaza City and all those present in it, the Israel Defense Forces are conducting an operation to defeat Hamas inside Gaza City. Starting from this moment, and in order to facilitate the departure of those leaving the city, we announced the Mawasi area as a humanitarian zone, where efforts are being made to provide better humanitarian services. Al-Rashid Street has been designated as a humanitarian route, and at this stage you may use it to leave quickly and in vehicles without inspection. In addition, renovations are being carried out at the European Hospital, and extensive humanitarian measures are being taken to enable the provision of better medical services. Residents of Gaza, do not be deceived by Hamas's claims. Take the opportunity to move to the humanitarian zone early and join the thousands who have already relocated there in recent days and weeks."
Humanitarian groups have warned that mass displacement will worsen already dire conditions. Many families in Gaza have been uprooted repeatedly during the nearly 2-year war, and international organizations say large numbers are too weak or have nowhere left to go. The United Nations has not yet commented on the new evacuation order. Israel's public broadcaster Kan has reported that former IDF Chief of Staff Herzi Halevi once proposed a ceasefire deal that would have released all hostages in Gaza in exchange for granting Hamas full control of the territory. The plan was rejected by Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. Sources told Kan that Halevi had tried to push for a one-time deal to end the war and free the hostages before the ground invasion of Rafah. IDF officers from the Operations Directorate and the Strategic Directorate presented a range of scenarios to the Security Cabinet, demonstrating how Hamas could be defeated following a ceasefire deal. At the time, IDF assessments indicated that it would be easier to defeat Hamas once the hostages were removed from Gaza. However, Netanyahu and other cabinet members reportedly rejected the idea and said it indicated defeat for Israel. Officials familiar with the discussions told KN that the plan was shelved so quickly that it was never even brought to the Israeli negotiating team in Qatar. Instead, Netanyahu decided to move forward with a multi-stage agreement that allowed the hostages to be released in phases. The deal was implemented, but never reached the second stage, under which all of the remaining living hostages would be released. Speaking to reporters in Washington, US President Donald Trump said negotiations with Hamas are very deep, but cautioned that the situation would turn tough and nasty if the hostages are not freed. The American president added that Hamas is asking for some things that are fine, without elaborating. He gave no details of the talks, but reports said US envoy Steve Witkoff met in Paris with Qatari officials to discuss efforts to reach a ceasefire and hostage release deal in Gaza.
We're in very deep negotiation with Hamas. We said, let them all out right now, let them all out, and much better things will happen for them. But if you don't let them all out, it's going to be a tough situation. It's going to be nasty. That's my opinion. Israel's choice, but that's my opinion. You got to let them out. You got 20 plus you have about 38 dead people. Young, beautiful, dead people. And I'll tell you, the parents want them every bit as much, almost more, than as if their son or daughter were alive. But you have many dead people that are coming out as part of the deal. It's 20 people, but I think of the 20, there could be some that have recently died, is what I'm hearing. I hope that's wrong. But you have over 30 bodies in this negotiation. Can you believe? I mean, we negotiate for people that are living here. We know that at least 30 people are dead, and we're negotiating to get them out. The parents want them back so badly, as if they were alive. Every bit as much. It's really pretty amazing. It's very sad. I'm in the middle of it. And I put out the other day, I said, we want all 20. We don't want two. You know, I was the one with myself and my people, Steve Witkoff, and Jared Kushner was great on this. But they got a lot of people out. We got almost all of them out. They're down to 20. But Adam, we got like a tremendous number out. But I always said, when you get down to the final 10 or 20, you're not going to get them out unless you're going to do a lot. And doing a lot means capitulation. That's still good either. It's a very tough situation. But I put out the other day, let them all out. Every single one. No more twos and ones. We'll give you one this week, and in 2 months we'll give you two more. And there's negotiation going on right now.
Okay. And real quick, what is the biggest challenge associated with Hamas right now? 10 to 20, what do they want?
Well, they're asking for some things that are fine. Look, you have to understand, you have to remember October 7th. You know, people forget October 7th. It's not an easy thing to forget, right? But people forget, or they maybe purposely forget October 7th. So, you know, you have to put that into the equation very strongly. It's amazing. Some people even deny it. They deny it. They're crazy. But I've seen tape that's as violent as anything that you can imagine. Many of you have seen those same tapes. So you have to put that into the equation too. So it's not an easy situation. It's a tough one. But there are 20 people, maybe a little less, but there are 20 people that we want out. We want the bodies of these parents. They are, I've never seen anything like it. The level of love that they have, they want their children back. And you know, I see demonstrations, big demonstrations in Israel about the hostages, not about the war, about the hostages, which puts Israel in a tough position because, you know, it's tough to prosecute a war when you have people they want the 20 people back. They just want them back very badly, and everything that goes with it. So it's very sad.
Trump's comments on the status of the living hostages followed up on similar comments he made last month, when he caused distress among hostage families by suggesting that fewer than 20 hostages remained alive. According to official Israeli tallies, 48 hostages remain in captivity, 26 of whom have been declared dead. Authorities have expressed grave concern about the lives of two others.